What's up, guys? It is Chris back with another watch review. Today we are reviewing the Ventus Northstar. So this is a new version of a watch that came out, I believe, around last year, and this is the full stainless steel version. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through specs, then I'm going to go through what I like about the watch. I'm going to do a strap change, and then I'm going to go through what I don't like about the watch, and then we'll finish up with some pricing details. So, this is a 300-meter water-resistant watch. It is full 316L stainless steel, as I mentioned. That is the case and bracelet. We have a screwed-in stainless steel crown, screwed-in case back, which is also stainless steel. 40 millimeters across, 45 millimeters lug to lug, 13 millimeters thick, as you can see here. 20 millimeter lug width, so it is a very good size for changing to aftermarket straps. Inside we have the NH35, so we hack, hand wind. You have a color matched date wheel here at the 6 o'clock indice. C3 loom on the bezel. We have a fully loomed dial on this version. And like I said, ceramic bezel. With a C3 loom pip at the top. This comes in, and you can see this on my unboxing, in a 2-watch slot watch roll. And it also comes with a Horween distressed leather strap, which you can see here, which also comes with a buckle. That strap is also signed Ventus and has some quick release on them, which is very nice. So, what do I like about this watch? Well, definitely the dimensions right off the bat. 40 millimeters by 45 millimeters, wears really, really nicely, fits really, really well. 13 millimeters thick, that's including this sapphire, domed sapphire crystal. Fits really, really nicely on the wrist. Sits down and sort of nuzzles in a little bit in the case back area here, so it does not really protrude out, and you could wear this under a cuff. It feels very, very nice. So the sizes, I think the size of this watch they got spot on. There's really a lot that I like about this watch, specifically the dial and bezel combination. The black ceramic with some orange accents that match that orange second hand. I think that looks really fantastic. The white dial with the black polished indices, as you can see. In some lights they just look black, and then they reflect, and then there is some black paint, and it is not Luminova at all, actually. It's just black paint in the actual indices and the hands, so when the loom is lit, you actually just see areas of darkness, and those are the indices, so it really, really works well. And there is a lot of loom on this dial, so it is very, very bright. And there's a lot of loom on that insert, so the bezel insert, so it's very, very bright. I really like that they color matched the date here at 6, and it replaces an indice, and there's only a partial indice there. It is color matched, so it looks really good. Overall, I really like the style of this watch. I really like the bracelet. It is somewhat of an oyster bracelet. There's a little bit of a chamfered edge. It's really nicely finished. It feels really nice. The clasp is super solid. You can hear that when I close it. Very well made. Very simple clasp. It tapers from the lugs of 20 millimeters down to around 19 millimeters and 18 millimeters at the links and 19 millimeters at the clasp itself. Screwed in crown, which is also signed. Very nice case back, which is very smooth and feels very nice. Very deeply engraved. NH35, of course, a workhorse movement. Hacks, hand winds, very, very good. And I did put this on my Tool Watch app, and I'm getting this within 2 seconds of fast a day. So very, very accurate on this specific model. Very, very good. And overall, the fit and finish is excellent on this watch. On the case, it's very nice. There is a polished edge here on the side of the watch. Then there's some brushing, and then on the very bottom there's a little bit of a polished edge. Again, no sharp edges anywhere on this watch. Feels really, really well made. Very, very nice. And I believe since this is from the same owner as Zelos, I believe these are definitely getting the benefit of all that know-how that Zelos has, and they've been finishing their watches really incredibly recently, and I really, really like them a lot. You have screwed-in links on the bracelet. Again, really at this price point, and we'll discuss price later on, that is incredible. You have some micro adjusts, again, for getting that really perfect fit. Although this came with a lot of links. I'm going to do a really quick wristwatch check, and then I'm going to put this on my wrist so you can see it. I am wearing my Vicentera, and this is the Anthra version, as you can see, with that 3D grade 5 titanium globe, and the whole case is in grade 5 titanium. Really cool watch. It has a little bit of a black finish, and the black inside surrounding the black dial. Very, very cool. So I'll throw the Ventus Northstar on the wrist so you can see it. And for your reference, I have a 7.5-inch wrist, and I believe that this watch looks really, really good. 40 millimeters, as I mentioned, 45 lug to lug, and it just fits like a perfect fit on my wrist. I think you could wear this watch going down in size on wrist, obviously, because of the bracelet actually falls pretty much straight down, so that lug width isn't really that bad. 45 millimeters is pretty compact. 40 millimeters obviously pretty compact, as I mentioned. And like I said, you could see how it falls flat on my wrist. So that 13 millimeters, not too thick, definitely fits under a cuff. I've been wearing this to work on and off, and it fits really, really well. Overall, I'm very happy with the fit and finish of this watch. Really no complaints from that aspect at all. So what I'll do now is I'll do a really quick strap change so you guys could see it on the Horween leather strap, and then I will go through some of the items that I find just okay about this watch, and then I will discuss pricing. And there you have it. That is the Horween strap. It is signed on the inside Ventus, and I showed you that before. It looks really good on this watch. I think the color of the strap, that brown, goes really nicely with the orange hand and the orange that is on the bezel, on the ceramic bezel there. So I'm going to go over price, and then I'm going to also give you just a couple of things that I think is just okay about this watch. And to be honest, considering the price, I don't think there's anything I can say I don't like about this watch. In all honesty, this watch is pretty amazing. When it's on the pre-sale, so it's not really a pre-sale, it's the way that Ventus does it is essentially the same way that Zelo do it. You have an option to buy this watch earlier on, and when you do, you get a discount, and that discount usually is around $50, somewhere around there, and then after a certain amount of time, the price will go up. So this watch, when it was being sold, and I believe it might be still during that period, you would have to check the Ventus website, this watch was $269, as seen here right now with the Horween leather strap, and an extra $49 gets you that really nice stainless steel bracelet, which I think is excellent and definitely a highlight of the watch, and I think you definitely should get that if you're going to get this stainless steel version. Now, what I think is just okay about this watch, I think that the buckle on the Horween strap is just okay. I think if you're getting this watch with just the Horween strap, you're getting a watch without a signed buckle. That is not a big deal. This buckle isn't bad, it's nice. However, it isn't signed, so I guess that could be a little bit of a moan, but otherwise, in general, this watch is pretty incredible. I'll do a very quick Loom Shot so you could see that Loom dial as well. It is pretty fantastic. But overall, there really is no negatives about this watch considering the price. No watch is perfect, obviously, but this is a very, very well made watch. It is a very good looking watch. I really like the setup. I think a lot of attention was paid to the details here. That second hand, the date, position, and the color matching. In general, a really, really good watch. I definitely recommend getting this watch, though, with the bracelet. It really does transform the watch, and it looks really good on this Horween leather strap, but having both is really good. The only last little moan that I would make, it's not really, it's not a complaint. This watch does fit well, but again, something that I find with Zelos often, 300 meters water resistance, not really needed. If this was 200 meters, it would be fine. Maybe making the watch slightly thinner. Again, it's not incredibly thick. This is a dive watch. 300 meters is great, but 200 meters would be fine as well. But that's just, a nitpick, I guess. Anyway, I'll do a really quick loom shot, and then we'll wrap it up. And there you have it. Wow. It is like a torch. It is really, really bright. That whole dial is loomed, obviously, and you can see what I was saying about the indices. They come in as black. The hands come in black, so it's almost the loom acts as a contrast to the hands and indices. So you have a really, really nice background that's bright, and the hands stand out really well. Actually, brighter, I think, than if it was a loomed hand at all or loomed indices. It comes in much brighter and is way more legible, is really what I want to say. And that's really it. Of course, a highlight from Zelos and also Ventus, the bezel action. I forgot to go through that. Bezel action is awesome on this watch. Ceramic bezel is awesome. In general, just a really, really good watch. I think it's a really great price, and definitely something that you guys should check out if you are interested in buying something with a fully loomed dial and stainless steel. Fantastic watch. I highly recommend it. And tell me what you think about this watch. Tell me what you think about loomed dials. You have a Loom Chapter ring as well on here. It's really cool. Tell me what you think, and tell me what you think about this brand, Ventus. I think it's really cool. I think they're trying to do something at a really, really good price point. And I'm always a lover of a bargain, and I really think this is a bargain. So please add a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. It is super helpful. Much appreciated. And thank you for logging on.